very small man.
What she said.
Yeah, alright. Alright, okay. Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Dirty Balls Podcast. Once again, I've forgotten which episode we're on. I believe it's 37. If I'm wrong, I'll correct myself when I'm putting the video together later. I want to start the show by saying that this is the letter K. Okay? Okay? Okay?
Whatever.
Okay. Now, if you're watching this podcast, you are a baseball fan, and you know what the letter K is used for. It is used to score a strike. Now, if it is a strikeout, yes, sorry. If it is a strikeout swinging, you hold it this way. If it is a strikeout looking, you hold it this way. Are we all in agreement that Ks have been used to score strikes since before the three of us were even born?
C.
Okay.
Exactly. So, if you come out to a baseball game for the very first time, or maybe the second or third time, and you don't know exactly how everything works, and you see the letter K in, 3 times on a net, what would you do? Would you either A, go up to somebody that appears to be a regular and say, hey, I don't understand why they have those 3 Ks up. Could you, explain that to me? I'm not really a baseball fan. I don't get how it works. Oh, that's what it means? Oh, okay, all right. That's cool. Or would you B, go off on everybody, call them racist, get into stupid arguments on Twitter where you don't know what you're talking about, and look ignorant, and have it explained to you and still choose to be mad about it? Which one would you do?
I have no idea.
B sounds like so much more fun.
Well, I know somebody that chose B. Yes. I forgot her name, and even if I remembered it, I wouldn't say it because I don't want to put her out there like that. She's already had enough. Alan, Sunday's game turned into quite the controversy, and yes, that's controversy spelled with a K, and I would like for you to say exactly what happened, just the facts, and then after that, we can all unpack it with our opinions and thoughts and feelings.
First and foremost, let me go ahead and say this is our take, our thoughts, our sayings. We do not, Hickory Crawdads or any other South Atlantic League teams or minor league baseball.
Or baseball, period.
They have nothing to do with this. This is all on us. So, what had happened was...
Good way to start anything.
Sunday against the Hagerstown Suns, we were sitting there. Hans Kraus got to start after a month of doing some rehab. Looked really good. He had another start, I think, yesterday, Saturday. He has yet to give up a run, but he had 2 strikeouts Sunday.
Wait, just 1 second. We totally buried the lead. We got a new studio.
Yeah, we totally fucked everything up.
Anyway.
You just straight went in on the K. You didn't give nothing, so this one already sucks.
That's okay. We got a new studio. We got Ks. We got pictures. We got Austin Riley.
I figured we'd get into the studio part after we went through the K controversy.
Yeah, but just it looks different. That's why. Alan.
So this is the studio. So I guess are we going to call this the ball sack?
Yes, this is the ball sack. We're down here
because it's in the basement under Punder.
Down here.
Welcome to the ball sack, people.
Welcome to the ball sack, everybody. We hope you're having a great time.
I'm over here in the K dungeon.
It's hot. It gets sweaty down in the ball sack, but it's going to be all right.
Anyway, like I said, Hans was pitching. He had 2 strikeouts, so we hung up 2 Ks. And it was social media day at the ballpark, and they tweeted out a picture of where a bobblehead was in the stadium. Was it something they had?
Yeah.
Social media?
Yep.
Okay. So I left to go get that bobblehead, because I wanted another one. So, but anyway, there was another strikeout, so we hung up the 3rd K. And we're down there, watching the game, enjoying it, and curveball Chris comes down, says, hey, we're going to take the Ks down. And I said, why? Already knowing why, I already knew it, I just wanted to hear him say it. Somebody was upset and offended because they saw 3 Ks hanging up on the net. Did not, come ask us what's going on. And what really, really sucks is this person was sitting 6 rows behind us in our section. We say, Jennifer Day, hang the K.
You say that.
We didn't start with 3 Ks already on the net.
That would have been a problem.
They were each time someone struck out.
And if somebody remembered to put up the fourth one before she had the chance to do anything...
True.
But it's okay.
But
All
yeah,
me.
so
Yeah, but then the
somebody
next night
got
she
butt hurt.
The next night Jennifer waited. When there was a third strikeout,
Yeah.
she waited until the fourth one to put 2 up.
But yeah, we had to take them down because someone didn't understand what was going on and took it upon themselves to get offended and stick up for the color race. Which, you know, that in today's society, we just need to stop that crap, you know. But you wanted your 5 seconds of fame, so you thought you could get on Twitter and post a video and it said, "What is this about?" and zoom down in on the K's.
And explained it to her.
And then the actual crawdads tweeted her back, said that's how you keep track of K's. And she said that, well, that has to change right now. Like we're going to change
The entirety of
something-
baseball.
something that's been around for hundreds of years in baseball.
Because something that's been around
Because
for...
you're ignorant and you don't want to understand what's something going on and you want to just jump to being offended, which shit has to stop.
Exactly. So we're into the opinion portion of it now, and I can't wait to share mine.
So, but yeah, go ahead. So that's what happened on last Sunday.
Well, as you would expect, I have lots of thoughts on this. The first one being, let's create an alternate universe where it is a problem and it does need to stop. Does she seriously believe that of the hundreds of baseball teams in the world, that the Hickory Crawdads have the kind of pull to get that to stop? If let's just pretend that the entirety of baseball is racist and there's a Klan group sitting in Section 108 of every single stadium. She thinks that the Crawdads have the power to stop that? Okay, there's my first thought. Second thought, does she not realize that people of every race and people that are Republicans and Democrats and every which way across that spectrum have been coming to baseball games for 150 years and it's never been a big deal? Does she think that she's the first one to notice this? Does she think that this has been going on for the entirety of baseball and somehow, despite all the different people that have been on the field, as an officiator, as a broadcaster, and as a fan, that of all those people over the past 150 years, she's the only one and the first one to ever notice this huge problem that isn't a problem anyway, but in this alternate universe it is? So, there. I don't understand how she thinks that she's the one saving the day and that she's the one that's going to put a stop to it if it was wrong. So, now that we're done with that alternate universe, let's get back in the quantum realm and come back to Earth, where it's not wrong. She jumped straight to being offended without asking anybody at all what it meant. She didn't ask the friends that she was with. She didn't come down and ask Jennifer or come down and ask Alan because Jennifer's too shy to explain it to her. She didn't do any of that. She jumped straight to being offended. The Crawdads Twitter account, which shout out to Ashley, you handled that really well. I think that's the one that does all the tweeting. She explained it to you. You didn't get it. Tim probably didn't, directly explain it to you, but he's loud enough on his own that you probably heard him talking about it. Monica, I'm sure sometime during all that check rambling, explained it to you. And then your friends that were with you explained it to you. And after hearing 5 different people tell you what it really means, instead of saying, oh, okay, I get it now, you decided to understand that and continue being mad. And then when I and Alan and Tim and Jeremy all shared a picture on your Twitter that showed where it started, who started it, and how long ago it was, you still decided to call the Dirty Balls podcast racist. And then I replied to you saying, we're not racist, we're just baseball fans doing what baseball fans do, to which you did not reply again. So I take that to mean that you finally calmed down and realized you were wrong. Eat a dick, I don't know how to finish this.
So what is yours, Jennifer?
I think that pretty much covers it all. I don't understand how you sat back there for that long and didn't catch on to anything. It's like Alan said, they're saying Jennifer Day, hang the K. You see them being hanging up one by one. You can't put the math together that every time a guy strikes out, they start counting his steps that's when this is happening.
When there was
I don't
one, she
get
didn't
it.
say anything. When there was two, she didn't say anything. I guarantee you, if she didn't notice the 3, and there was 4, 5, 6, 7, it was Hans, probably could have got up to 15, she would not have noticed. But because it was 3, she did. I don't understand. Does she not know that the letter K existed a long time before that awful hate group that we do not condone or would ever be associated with? What happens when she sees it in a word? Does she know that the city she lives in has a K in it? It just really, really
How do you
irks
know
me
she lives in K Creek? Maybe she doesn't.
that she would be that stupid and that ignorant, and then after it being explained to her, she chooses, instead of understanding that she was wrong, she's going to keep being offended anyway because she would rather be offended than corrected.
Yeah.
Well, in today's society, that's just what it is. I mean, I went to work, showed the people the video, people of color, and they said that they didn't like it. But I didn't fully go into detail because I'm at work. I don't have time to sit down and talk about it. But this one woman, she said, yeah, I would just leave. And I said, well, would you come down and ask what was going on? And she said, nope, I would just leave. I said, well, would you make a scene before you left? She's like, no. She's like, it's not important. She's like, but if I didn't understand it, and I felt it was, controversial to me, then I would leave.
There were a lot of African-American players on that field and an African-American umpire. So if you think that you noticed it and they didn't, if it was what you thought it was, that's pretty stupid too.
That's what I'm saying. This age that we're living in now,
Too sensitive.
is you got too many people worrying about being hurt and stuff. I mean, I have a buddy. I mean, he's like my brother, and I love this man to death. And when we go through these conversations, and he's a black man. I mean, his mother died a couple years ago, a couple weeks right after the church shooting in South Carolina. And we took money for him up at work, and I went to the funeral, and when I stepped in that church, I felt the eyes on me. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I know what it feels like, but I don't know what it feels like, and we've had this conversation. And, and come to find out, it was the really, really bad part in town. I didn't know. But, and he doesn't want to come to the games because he thinks that, people are going to be racist towards him and stuff. I mean, yes, we still have it going on, and it sucks. It shouldn't. But it's like I told him, I said, if you come and look at the players on the field, you might have 1 or 2 white guys. We're all there to support the minorities. Right now we're the minorities in baseball, but we're there to support, the other, all the players. Don't matter who they are, what skin color, how they want to swing the bat, if you know what I'm saying. I'm just saying. We don't care.
We have had
and I don't want to offend anybody whatsoever. Now, if there was a black person that came down, or a person of color that came down and said, look, I don't understand those Ks, we would explain it to them, and we probably would take it down out of respect for that person. But when you come out and just automatically fall from the sky on your snowflake and get upset, I have no respect for you because you're trying to start shit. You don't need to start shit these days. Let's just all live in one big happy baseball field.
Yes, there have been plenty of people of all different colors, of all different religions, of different sexualities, and that takes all the kinds in the world, that have all come down and sat in Section 108 and had a great time. We, individually, might have different views about all kinds of different things, but one thing we can always assure everybody is that in Section 108, if you come down there, what you're going to do is have a good time and be happy and watch the game. We don't condone any kind of hate based off of anything except for being Anthony Siegler. Okay? That is the only problem that we have with anybody if you're in 108.
Baseball, like I've said before, when that one guy shows up and everybody goes crazy because you say his name, I don't say his name. When my dad died, that was my escape to get the fuck away from what was going on in my life right there. That's what baseball is. That's what any sporting event is an escape. But you want to put politics into it, you want to put this, that, and into it. It's something that people go to get away from there every day.
Look at football. Look at the ratings tanking in football.
Exactly. That's why I don't watch it
because
anymore.
Politics.
But
no matter which side you're on, it's just politics ruins sports.
I want to go to a lacrosse game. I've said this to Jennifer before. I think it's after baseball season's over with. That way it gives us something to do in the off season.
Laura's got plenty.
I've never been to. I want to go to pro.
Okay. Charlotte's got a team.
Exactly. And I've never been. I don't know nothing about lacrosse. It's flipping hockey in a field and a different stick. Same concept, I think. But I'm not going to walk into that stadium and be like, okay, what is this? Oh my God, I'm going to be offended. No, I'm not. I'm going to go in there with an open mind, and if I don't know what something's going on, I'm going to find the rowdiest fan who it looks like they know what they're doing, and I'm going to ask them if there was something I didn't know. And that's what I'm saying. Just get off your soapbox and enjoy your life, and quit being a sensitive bitch.
One time at a lacrosse game,
my views, nobody else's. That's what I think. You're being a bitch because you want to be so sensitive over every little thing. Enjoy your life.
I'll say this since we're talking about. One time I went to a lacrosse game and I said something that I didn't realize was racist. I said something that was accidentally racist. I will admit that in front of all of our viewers and everything. The person that was of that race, of the person that I said the thing about, came up to me and explained to me why what I said was wrong. And I apologized, and he said it was okay, and then we continued watching the game.
Are you going to tell us what it is?
No. That is how this stuff should go.
When we're not recording, we tell us
When we're not recording, I'll tell you what it was.
Maybe we need to learn.
So, like, if you accidentally do find yourself in a situation that's very sensitive like that, learn from it.
I was wanting to bring a speaker right here, and I was going to play the clip from the Jackie Robinson movie of when the coach was calling him the N-word over and over.
Oh, goodness.
I didn't get the speaker in time. I was going to be a surprise.
The Phillies manager?
Yes.
Jeez, that was
Watch the movie.
intense.
Watch the movie. Jackie Robinson, the greatest player in baseball. There, don't matter fucking what. Close your eyes, but guess what? We're all black. That's all I'm saying.
42 is the movie he's talking about.
But this past Sunday, the dads went down to Columbia, and they had a special game. I'm sorry, today's Sunday, Saturday. They had a special game. They were both playing as a Negro League team. Do you know their names?
No.
Okay, I told her to look it up. She didn't. But they
Classic
retired.
dirty balls.
They retired Jackie Robinson's number, I think Satchel Paige's number, and one other guy's number, who was of color. They retired their number. If you're not good, you don't get your number retired. If you're not fucking great and you haven't done nothing for the sport,
There's been a lot of language in this episode.
you don't.
We're fired up.
But it just makes me so. I've been wanting to do this all flipping week. I don't see color.
When it comes to sports,
And I
it's
don't
how...
try to get someone upset with me.
When it comes to
this
sports...
because he keeps cutting me off.
Yeah.
So go ahead, finish.
No, when it comes to sports, it just matters if you can play or not. It doesn't matter what color you are, what religion you are, or anything like that.
But yeah,
I don't want to focus too much on just color. It's for anything.
yeah, anything. Quit being sensitive. And you had your 5 seconds, and you went down in the flames. Your snowflake melted. So fuck off. But like I said, we're here to have fun. And if I offend you, then I am deeply, deeply sorry. But I'm here to. I can't say help because I don't know what the fuck to do. All I can do is apologize for shit that happened way before my time that I don't think was ever going to happen again, and teach my little brats, what happened, and for them not to ever do that and not to see that. So
You're just making shit up over there. They played as Newark and the Choo Choos. I guess they all wore no, they didn't all wear that number. What did they do? They retired Jackie Robinson, Frank Robinson, and Larry Dobbie.
well, Satchel
Jersey
Paige
numbers.
should have been in there too.
Yes.
He was awesome.
Satchel Paige was great.
So
Well, that was a fun way to... sometimes we like to open our podcasts with an opening rant. I think that went above and beyond opening rant. That went to opening brouhaha, which I apparently don't know how to spell with
No.
last week's episode. Guess you guys want to play a game?
let's play a game.
Let's play a game.
Go on a trip.
Yeah, let's go on a trip. Let's play a game. Let's go on a trip to a baseball park. And this time it's back to the original rules. It's a park that all three of us have been to. I've only been to it twice. I don't know how much y'all been to it. But it's a shorter one because I didn't have very much time to prepare this week.
He left his notebook here last week is what's going on, so he had to Google something like a minute before we started recording.
Jennifer, what did I say about the fourth wall and kayfabe and staying in character and all that kind of stuff? You don't tell the people
The people.
when I fuck up.
I'm sorry he called you guys the people.
You people. If you're offended by that, go back and listen to the first 20 minutes of the show. All right, so here's
Still come back if you're offended. Fuck you.
here's our 1-star game.
I'm sorry.
Here's our one-star game for this week. Employees are in the dark, and concessions are not set up well at all. I wanted a hot dog. I asked the first employee, and his answer, ... I'm not sure. Really? It's a ballpark.
That's it? That's the end
that's
of
the whole
it?
thing.
That
That
was
was the
short.
1-star review.
It's just based on concessions alone. I was
Are
about
you
to
sure
do,
that's not your?
I was gonna
No.
say, but it said hot dog
Not
and
brat-
not bratwurst.
I went to do another one, but it was so incredibly long that I'm saving it for next week.
Just print it out. That way you ain't gotta type it.
Good plan. I don't have a
Right.
printer. I gotta go to my grandma's house for that.
I'm sure you'll be there before.
True.
But anyway, let's see. You've only been there twice.
Did he say that?
Yes.
Oh, I wasn't listening.
Hmm.
What league's it in?
Is it twice with us? Or have you been there by yourself?
I went there by myself, and that's the last hint that either of you are getting.
The Smokies.
The Smoke. Nope.
The one that's
Yeah, it was the
Smokies.
Smokies. The Smokies.
Smokies?
Yeah.
That's you both. Nope. That would be a 1-star review of BB&T Ballpark in Charlotte, not in
You've
what's
only
it
been there
say?
twice?
The home of the Charlotte Knights.
Hmm.
Have you ever been there with us?
No, I've been there twice by myself.
Didn't you? I thought you said once by himself.
Once by himself.
This fucker.
I didn't say that.
Yeah, you did.
I said
Yes,
I've
you-
been there twice.
Watch the video.
Heck, yeah.
That way we can at least have one view.
The other ones weren't with you. It was once by myself and once with my friend Caleb.
Maybe, and maybe we just assumed that we're the only other people you go places with. When
Yes.
clearly we've learned that is not the case.
Speaking of which, I just got back from a trip. Actually, I just got back from several trips.
Did you go in your favorite rocket ship?
Clever. I got back from several trips. If those of you who don't know, I said it on the last episode. Wednesday was my 21st birthday. The Crawdads won.
And I'm so sorry I don't have confetti to go.
The Crawdads won the game that day. It was a good game.
Not even pocket confetti. Damn it.
Then the next day, which was Thursday, I went with my mom and my grandparents to my first casino. And it was good. I won a little bit. Not much, but, you know, a little bit. Then on Friday, I went to Greenville again. Yay! It's one of my favorite ballparks. Now, you guys want to ask me some questions that will lead into my review, or do you just want me to get straight into it?
Why did you go to Greenville?
Because it was my birthday. That's when I wanted to go to Greenville for my birthday.
Why did you go to Columbia?
Well, I wanted to go to Greenville because the Rome Braves were playing. I wanted to go see my new favorite prospect, Justin Dean, which is also your new favorite prospect. He scored a run in the first inning. And Scott is a Red Sox fan, so it just made sense, Red Sox Braves, that the three of us, me, Scott, and Jeremy, would go that night. And look out for the video on Jeremy's channel of the trip. I'm not going to say too much about everything because he gets into it on his video, but we did get a private tour of the Shoeless Joe Jackson house.
I saw that. I saw that you tweeted that. I can't wait for that.
Because we went there and it was closed, and for some reason I just felt compelled to like jiggle the doorknob a little bit before we walked away. And after I did that, the tour guide's son, the tour guide, his wife, and his son were all in the thing. He opened the door and said, "Oh, you guys come on in." They were in there renovating, so it was like 80% of the stuff was still in there, but some of it was being packed up. And then the guy that's the tour guide just showed us around and gave us the whole tour, just the three of us.
Did you guys tell him that you guys were from Hickory?
Yes.
That's probably why. Because I'm sure Jeremy had his Hickory hat on.
No, Jeremy had a Durham hat on and a
Oh, yeah.
Because they
Chihuahuas.
weren't watching Hickory.
But still.
He was completely neutral. I was there for the Braves and Scott was there for the Red Sox because, like I said, everybody has a hierarchy where it's the Crawdads. For me, it's the Crawdads over everybody. But as long as they're not playing for the Crawdads, as long as they're not going against the Crawdads, I'm a pull for a Braves affiliate.
Makes sense.
Yeah. Really good fireworks show. I think I put it tied for second. I think Frisco is first, and then now Asheville and Greenville are tied for second. Though I've not been to Myrtle Beach yet, and you've said that's the best one you've seen. $7 for a draft beer.
Welcome to being a 21-year-old.
What?
Yeah, you like that?
It was good, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
They didn't have Bold Rock apple cider.
No, but
they only had Bold Rock rosé, which isn't as good.
But they do have Angry Orchard on tap, that's Jennifer's very first beer that she's ever bought.
It's not beer, it's cider. I know.
I wasn't gonna say that.
You were thinking it.
I was thinking it, but I wasn't gonna say it. So the Braves ended up winning that game. I don't remember the score.
Good job.
And I spilled a bunch of sauce from Chick-fil-A on my shorts. You'll see it in the video, in Jeremy's video.
Not as much as that white stuff that was on your shirt at the tailgate.
I don't know what that is, but you guys...
No, we know what that is.
No, see, yeah, you guys, all
Right
the
up there
cheap...
at the neck.
Just the cheap jokes that you guys had were incredible.
We're awesome, yeah.
But I don't know what that stain was.
Did you get roofied?
No,
You don't know.
I don't know.
Yeah.
And it's... what I do know is that it's hot down here in the ball sack.
Yes, it is. But, we'll try to fix that.
I feel all right.
So, one of you two want to grab the camera and we can do a little roving tour of the new studio?
Nah, not really.
Yeah, I think we should because...
they see everything.
Yeah, but we should zoom in on everything up close and see what everything is. I think we should do that.
Anyway, we
We're
have
going
some
to.
promotions this week. Ryan Doro and Yanni Hernandez has been promoted to Frisco. So good job on those guys. I noticed the other day that the Wood Ducks, they posted on their thing that Altman is back down from Frisco, so he's with the Wood Ducks. Let's see when we do this before he touches the camera. So,
How about, before I do the studio tour, I'll get back in my chair and we can go over the upcoming promotions and then we'll do that.
Why did you just wanted to dance through the camera?
Maybe. And now I'll do it again. Okay.
Does anybody have anything else to say about the week, or y'all are just done with it?
I think our opening rant...
well, since they were in, the dads. I mean, we swept Hagerstown. So,
Woo!
Yes. So 3 straight wins there.
What about Sunday? We took the K's down. We already went over that.
Yes.
That was social media night, and they had a fun little thing that they did where they said, "Name that embarrassing
Oh, I
crawdad
loved that.
challenge," and they had pictures from social media. I thought that was cool, so I
That was
wanted
really
to mention
fun.
that.
Yes.
I did win something that night. I won a
Oh,
Wood Ducks
Windows
hat.
hat. Yeah.
Because Chris said the first person to tweet something about
Abby ate apples.
Oh,
Something
yeah.
like that. All
Well,
after
what
that
had happened is that I know it was Cole, and I want to say Jonathan Ornelas was going for a pop fly, and they ran into each other. Well, Jonathan laid down on the ground for a little bit because we weren't sure, what was going on, and I didn't know who it was exactly. And I had Twitter pulled up, looking at the roster, and so as soon as I pulled Twitter up, when Chris said tweet this and you win a prize, well, I was already on Twitter, so I won me a hat. And he wasn't too happy about that, but love you, Chris. But so yeah, but that's what happened on Monday night or Sunday night. What happened on Monday, Jennifer?
Monday was the OJ day. And
OJ night.
Yeah, OJ night, whatever. And they gave away little bottles of orange juice as you were coming in.
And you told me I was stupid for showing up in the 4th inning when it was about to rain because I wouldn't get to see any of the game. But I stayed through the rain delay and saw a walk-off from Jax Biggers. So who was stupid now? Still me, but not that night.
Yeah, there was a rain delay, and it ended with a midnight walk.
I heard Tyreek hit a ball.
He did.
Aparicio and Reed both had home runs.
It was what we need.
And then Tuesday,
Tuesday was Dollar Dog Tuesday, and my hot dog was black.
Yep.
she didn't eat it.
I did eat it.
I know, I'm just saying that because of the whole controversy this morning.
I put mayonnaise on it.
Why does
to
it
make
matter
it
that it was
white.
black, Jennifer? God.
You know what she said? She just
I put
mayonnaise.
mayo on it to make it white.
You put mayonnaise on a hot dog.
Yeah.
Just for that joke? Or
No,
do you
I
actually
put
like
mayonnaise
to
on
eat-
hot dogs because it's good.
Okay.
Let's see. Tyreek, Pedro, and
And
Sherton had home runs on Tuesday.
yeah, on Sherton's first night back from the suspension,
Yep.
gets a home run.
Also, across the land in Lexington, I don't know if they were in Lexington or not, but Chase had a home run that night too. It was number 10.
Also, speaking of across the land, I want more London games. I want more, what was it, 17 to 15? I want more London games. I want 73 home runs. Look, in London, it's cold, it's overcast. The outfield was like 360 feet. Perfect for a baseball game. So, people are acting surprised that there's a lot of home runs and a lot of runs. I'm not, because...
I could care less about that because of the
Anyway,
teams that I hate the most.
Wednesday
But it's
comes
cool,
after
it's games in
Tuesday.
London. Yes.
Wednesday was a day game.
It was.
Boo. You
I was
went to
there.
that, didn't you?
Yes,
Because it
I
was your
did.
birthday.
It was my birthday.
And you bought a beer, didn't you?
I bought 2.
Who took that picture?
My mom.
That's what I figured.
She bought me a beer, which is the last thing I'd ever
That's
expect to
awesome.
happen.
So, and I had Chris tell him happy birthday.
You did. Made shit happen.
Let's see, we had Jax, and Pedro hitting a home run that day. Now, that night, I happened to check the attendance for, what is it, Spokane?
Spokane, we've gone over this.
Yep,
in
I
length.
never remember. Do you know what their attendance was?
Hell,
Not
what,
On
one of ours?
Wednesday night? 6,416 people.
Wow.
For a rookie ball game on a
Yeah.
Tuesday night?
That was Wednesday night.
Tuesday night.
On Tuesday night, they had 4,489.
Good job, Spokane. I did it. I just did it that time. Good job, Spokane fans.
Monday, they had 3,287, and Sunday, it was 4,370.
There must
No
not be
idea.
there must not be nothing to. There must
There's
be
nothing to do there!
I missed that boat. I'm sorry.
Oh, by the way, since it's the last day of Pride Month, I've got a new group.
Oh, we should have had rainbow caves.
We're gonna have
Damn
a
it,
new.
next year.
We're gonna have a flag and everything. You guys know how sometimes I
true.
sit in section 108 and sometimes I sit in section 115.
Yep, that's 2 different sections.
It's 2 different sections. I thought Candy came up with this, but apparently Jeremy did. But I heard it from Candy first. I am bisectional, everybody, and I'm proud. It's okay to be bisectional. We're here. We're there. Get used to it.
Thursday, Sam Huff hit a home run.
Yeah, one of these days he'll figure this baseball thing out and actually do something.
Yeah.
But earlier this week he actually got promoted. I don't know if it's called a promotion, but he's got an accolade that out of
Accolade.
whatever. Out of all these Ranger prospects, he is going to be representing the Rangers in the future game right before the All-Star game, in the Major League All-Star game this year. So congratulations, Sam. Super well deserved, man. Go out there and show out.
Mm-hmm.
We got you, man.
Did you know there was a college home run derby?
No, I did not.
I didn't know that either. I saw it on ESPN last night, and apparently it's been going on for years, and I just never known that. Jennifer?
Friday? On to Friday?
Well, I already told my story. Went to Greenville.
Okay. Well, Friday only got one thing. With 1 out in the top of the ninth, Jonathan Ornelas hit a double to end Columbia's shot at a no-hitter.
Yes.
So
A
thank
combined
you.
no-hitter because
Oh, that doesn't even
Yeah.
count.
it
Well,
don't
still.
count, but still, yes. When I woke up Friday morning or Saturday morning, the first thing I done was look at my phone to make sure we had a hit because I knew right before I fell asleep, Jennifer was like, "We don't have a hit in all the game." I'm like, "Oh God!" So yeah, as soon as I woke up, walking straight to the bathroom on my phone, stepped on a cat. No, not really, but that was the first thing that I did when I grabbed my phone. So,
I finally went to a Carolina Ale House on Friday.
Oh.
Yeah.
Who'd you go there with?
With Scott
Oh,
and
that's
Jeremy
right.
on the way to the game on
well,
the...
speaking of ale in
Ringo.
Carolina, we went to Granite Falls Brewery yesterday.
Look at what we just did, Jennifer.
Yeah,
What did you do?
transition.
Okay.
You should work on that.
I said Sam Huff, and then he transitioned to the Futures game.
It was in the future. But anyway, I looked at their alcohol menu, and they actually have a Crawdads Fall Amber Ale.
What is it? What is it? Like is it a?
That's beer.
Yeah, but there's lots of different kinds of ingredients and all kinds of different stuff when it comes to beer.
It just said brew for the Hickory Crawdads team and support to support the local team. The ABV is 4.5%.
Well, after we're done recording, let's go there and try one.
And like I
Already
said,
did yesterday.
alcohol to me, beer, they all taste the same. But this one here, it tastes like beer, but it didn't have that nasty ass aftertaste. So I prefer it. They're actually going to be selling it at the games pretty soon. So give it a try.
Okay. Well, I'll just wait till it's at the games.
Yeah. But it was good.
All right.
I don't got none for
If there's
Saturday.
nothing else, we can do our little tour.
Well, he didn't do the promotions yet. Do you want him
Oh,
to do the
I
promotions?
forgot about the promotion.
I'm going to get the promotion.
I'm just so eager to get to this tour of the stuff
You
that you're
forgot all about it because you were
already
all up in the cave.
All right, so we're going to be home on the 4th. So
I won't. I got to work until 9 o'clock that night.
that blows butt.
I could drive out and still see the fireworks, but as far as the game goes, I'm definitely not.
Are
was
you
gonna
going to
let
go to the Cuba game on the 2nd?
Oh yeah, we do have the Cuba game on Tuesday. Cuba versus.
Wait, I get off at 4 on Tuesday. I can go to that if there's still tickets left.
But
I was going to go see Toy Story 4 on Tuesday.
Okay, so just do that then.
on the 3rd, Jennifer and I we're going to
Asheville.
to watch their spectacular.
I wanna-
Independence
No,
Day.
we're going there to see Chase.
Yeah, we're going.
I want to go to that too because Scott said he was going to go and Tim and Monica said they were going to go
To what?
to the July 3rd game in Asheville.
Really?
Yeah. I'm the only one that's not going to be there. It makes me a sad
Why? Are
kinda.
you working?
Yeah,
Sucks.
it's okay. I'm out
21 with a job. It
there
sucks.
making money. It's all right. I
So
could.
the 4th, I'm gonna let you guess what the promotion is. The 5th, we're playing the Columbia Fireflies. Thursday's game starts at 7. Friday's game starts at 7. It's 80s night. So
Friday's 80s night?
Yep.
Or Thursday?
Friday.
What's Thursday?
Thursday, it's the
Thursday's
4th.
Oh,
So
my
you
bad.
figure that one out.
I guess
I
there'll be
bet
no
it's
fireworks
fireworks.
on Friday since they're doing it
Well,
Thursday.
they might be.
I like it. I'm going to enjoy 80s night.
So break out your leg warmers and get ready for a totally tubular experience at the Friends. Dress up in your 80s clothes and get a $6 discounted ticket.
Who already know what I'm wearing?
I'm gonna crimp my hair.
And they're going to have fireworks that night.
Oh, got my braids throwback ready for that one. The baby blue one with the cursive Atlanta written across it.
That's not
So
80s enough.
it's going to be an 80s themed fireworks show. So Saturday. Game is at 7 on a Saturday. Wow. It's a space night. Come out and celebrate the 50th anniversary of the Apollo 11 moon landing. So,
No, not the real moon landing, the one that we put on TV.
it's also Catawba Science Center night. So if you show your membership, you get 4 free tickets. Sunday. Games at 5. You know, it's the church bulletin's Sunday game. So bring your church bulletin, get a $4 ticket or $6 ticket. $4 goes back to your church. And it's hospitality night. So if you work in the hospitality service industry, you get a free ticket when you show your ID.
The real moon landing was in like 1980.
Anyway. And
Just overlooked.
also that Sunday is mother-son date night. So bring each other out to the ballpark
You
and
can
enjoy
bring your
spending
mom.
quality time at the game
She don't go
for a
to
date
games.
night. Packages, you can get a ticket package, which is $25, which includes 2 tickets, 2 meal vouchers. The first 20 that signs up gets a pre-game catch on the field.
Please
and
bring your
first
mom and do that
9
with her.
And the first 9 of those 20 people get to participate on the field with the Field of Dreams thing when they get to run out. with
Please, that could be the beginning of next week's podcast.
Oh, could you imagine me next to Shirt just like, hey man, how you doing? You having a good evening? She's like 3 feet taller than me, so that'd be fun. Do I look like Watley trying to calm him down during the fight?
So there's your home games. So, but they're in West Virginia Monday. Like I said, they got I'm sure they're there Tuesday, but it doesn't show it on the schedule because it's got the Team US against Cuba, and
Tuesday might be an off day.
but then Wednesday, I'm sure it's a day game because it's in West Virginia.
Okay.
So they have,
Yeah, the getaway day.
so, So there's your promotion. So you come out, support the team. Don't be offended. We're there to have fun.
Don't be a bitch.
So Ethan's going to do his little walkthrough.
We are going to do our little walkthrough.
Ethan's going to do his little walkthrough because...
Make sure you get the whole flag.
I'm getting the whole flag. Let's start down here. We got some bats. And there's Jennifer and there's Alan. Say hey.
So,
Hey.
Okay.
hey.
There's a schedule. These are all official minor league balls. All of them.
Nope, there's one. There should be a Major League ball on there.
There's one major league ball in there somewhere. But
So no more foul ball?
Yeah, there's a no more foul ball.
so a lot of these balls are collected at parks, being from foul balls or from home runs or for batting practice. And some of them are balls from team stores that have the logos on them. Like this Burlington Royals one, which just so happened to be the first one I zoomed in on. So please don't say I was favoring them. Chris Dillon. We got our Greenville Drive one, a Columbia one, a Lakewood Blue Claws one, a Power one. I'm not going to show all of them, but yeah. There's our flag.
What inspired this is if you go to Red Robin, they actually have one of these hanging up on the wall. And I said years ago that I wanted to do this. I was going to actually turn this into a coffee table, but it's way too heavy. So it's been years in the process. It's 260 baseballs, and I've always wanted to do it. So we decided to make this the desk for the podcast.
All right. Those 3Ks won't be up there next week. That was just a fun little gag for...
Well, those are our red, white, and blue ones, so that's what we'll be using next week at the game.
Yeah. So that's...
W3Ks hung at the game. Don't get upset.
Exactly. That's just a little gag because, well, you heard the rant. Here is Have a Cup of Cheer Up Bitch, and that's quite the wild backstory. There was an episode of Small Town Murder, one of our favorite podcasts, and... in the episode, they talked about Cheer Up, Bitch, and so we found Have a Cup of Cheer at Kirkland's at the mall, so we decided to add the Up, Bitch, and take it to Nashville and have the Small Town Murder people sign it, which, if you look directly above it, here's the picture of when we saw the Small Town Murder crew in Nashville and got them to sign it. Here we have the Matt Hamill signed thing from the trip that we talked about a few weeks ago. There's our big flag. Here are two pictures of Austin Riley and
who had two home runs over the past weekend.
And the famous picture of when me and Alan both got blocked by Chase Below on Twitter, which turned into an actual beautiful friendship.
Yes.
And there's a lot of Ks. Here's our llama bobblehead right here. And right up here we have our Down East jersey, which has been signed by lots of people. We can, Alan, you point out some of the notable ones.
The most notable, right there.
Yeah.
Yanio, Leody. So, this side here is the field. This side here is the pitchers. And thank you.
True?
Yep. Thank you very much for Ricky Valencia. I don't know if you'll ever see this.
Let's see.
He's the one that got me there's a Kowalczyk.
I was about to say, the ones I can pick out and just know all of it right off. Kowalczyk.
But I got the lineup. That way I know who they
Chuck
are.
LeBlanc?
Yep.
Okay.
So, but like I said,
Advocate on
Ricky.
here?
No, that was last year's.
Last year. And there's a roster.
That's why it says 18 on it. This is 2019.
I just thought that could have been just a random jersey from somebody that was number 18. I didn't know it was a year.
So,
and talk about K-ception. Right here's a K on a K. So we heard you like Ks. So we put a K on your K.
and we got the dirty balls that Mark Seaman gave us last year on episode, I think, 2, when we done our very first live. And the dirt from Globe Life Park.
Home, currently, for the rest of this season, of the Texas Rangers.
But again, people, these Ks don't mean nothing. There's no reason to get upset at the games.
They know that. If they're watching this, they're baseball
Suck it
fans.
up. But yeah, y'all have a good one.
Thanks for
Jennifer
watching.
Day, take it
I
away.
don't have anything to take
There you go.
Well, we'll take it away by zooming in.
We're in on Friday. And before, like I said, last week, I want to do a promotion. I want to give away another team signed bat from the Wood Ducks and the Dads. $5 for each raffle ticket. You can buy as many as you want. We will raffle them off at the end of the season. I want to recuperate the money that I spend for the bats before we raffle them off. So, but anyway, whatever money we raise is going straight to Red. We will do, the first person that wins the raffle gets to pick on which bat they want. So you could end up winning both of them at the same time if you're the first and second winner. So $5 a ticket, buy as many tickets as you want for $5.
All right.
Have a good one.
So, thank you for watching the Dirty Balls podcast from the new
Nutsack!
From the Nutsack.